Hey everyone, Darktoylord here. Thank you very much for tuning in. Today we're taking a look at this Sentinel Prime action figure. It is from the Transformers Titans Return series. It's a Headmaster, so it's Sentinel Prime plus his counterpart Infinitus, if I'm pronouncing that accurately. So first off, let's go ahead and we're going to take a look at the packaging. Alright, in front of the package we have a picture here of Sentinel Prime with his head coming off, Transformer logo around the side. This side, Autobot logo. Opposite side, picture Sentinel Prime again. And then here on the back we have a picture of Sentinel Prime with his Headmaster in all of his modes: robot, space shuttle, train. There's a little write-up here about the character, plus other sizes of Headmasters that the heads are compatible with. And so you can see right here, Space Shuttle Train, we know exactly who this is supposed to be. This is supposed to be Astro Train, but instead we're getting Sentinel Prime. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at the figure. Okay, so before we take a look at the figure, let's take a look at the contents. We have a spec card, a tech spec card here for Sentinel Prime. We have the instruction manual. And here is his first blaster. And then his second blaster, which also acts as a turret, if you will, for his Headmaster. Alright, so here is Sentinel Prime. First thing we're going to do, we're going to pop off this Headmaster and we'll take a closer look at him. Okay, so here's Infinitus, and get a closer look at his head sculpt. And then of course for the transformation you just pretty much unfold him. And what it looks like is just a smaller version of Sentinel Prime. If you bring in his body, it's going to be tough to see, but for the most part that's who it looks like. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at the various transformations of Sentinel Prime. But before we actually get into that, I just want to take a moment to comment on the quality of the figure. Really disappointing that right out of the box you can see how loose the legs are. I'm not sure if everyone out there is like this. I know I've seen a couple other reviews with similar concerns. But yeah, for Hasbro, it seems like the quality of the toys is just on the decline. It's unfortunate. So Sentinel Prime has these things on either side of his head. I'm not sure if they're supposed to act as just decoration or if it's supposed to be cannons of some sort. But you can actually push those in, and then right here on his midsection there's a lever that you can pull on, pop those back out. But anyway, moving on, let's transform this into Shuttle first. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to pop off the Headmaster. We're going to come in here and fold in the hands. Let's take the feet, fold them down like so. We can take the legs, rotate them around, and then tab them together. Well, as well as you can. Most likely these will untab as you're doing the rest of the transformation, so just be aware. Then also, you can do this now or you can leave it till later, but here's the landing gear you can flip out. Alright, next we're going to take these panels here, we're going to flip them up. These will tab in up here. Straighten up those arms. Spin him around. And same thing, these panels we're going to flip up. Try to tab them in as well as you can. It might be a little bit trickier to line up. And then the wings are going to tab into the forearms right here. So just kind of finagle them until you get them locked into place. once you have the wings clipped, you can take these wings and just kind of fold them down like that. And then over here on the underside is the rear landing gears. You can pop those out. And there you have it. Back here is the cockpit of the space shuttle, so you can open that up, and then you can take your headmaster and just pop him inside. And you can close him up. You can also take the weapon accessories and pop them in various locations. You see there's some holes there. You can also pop them here on the side. And then also, instead of having the headmaster in the cockpit, or if you have the extra headmasters kicking around, you can sit in this gun here on the side and use it kind of as a turret. Like so. Alright, so let's go ahead and put these guys aside. And from just a quick look at the space shuttle. From the top of the space shuttle, I actually do like that design. It looks really neat. However, it starts to lose it for me as I rotate it around. First off, I hate that the robot arms pretty much just point straight down. I feel like there should have been some better way to collapse these into the body. Also, as you look at the bottom of this, there's a lot of the robot still showing right here. So it kind of loses the effect on the underside of the shuttle. If you just keep it like this, not bad at all. Put it around, and start to lose, it kind of loses its effect on me. But anyway, let's go ahead. We're going to turn it to the train mode. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to pop down these panels. Unhook the arms. And what we can do, take the arms, fold them straight out like this. Make sure the back panels are detached as well. And if you find that this backpack is getting in the way, you can just kind of move it to the side, unfold the panels. We're going to take the feet, we're going to fold out, or actually open up the shin, fold the feet in, and that exposes the locomotive part of the train. That's in. And then you can take the hips and separate them like so. And then you can see the forearm kind of tabs and clicks into the lower leg. Lock that into place. And then you're going to take the panels from earlier, you're going to fold those back in like this. And then there's a panel here on the lower leg that we're going to fold out. You can see that kind of exposes the train, the locomotive wheels. Do the same thing on the other side. And we're going to take the wings, we're going to pop them up like this, rotate them around, and then drop them down. And the wings are going to peg in to the torso, and that'll lock that into place. And then also on the other opposite side, do the same thing with the panels. Flip the panels down, and then on the lower legs, expose the wheels there. And then, I forget exactly, you can leave the wings up like that, or you can fold them down like that. Either way, it looks absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, this whole part, I get the whole train feel of it, but this whole section up right here, I mean, you can definitely, you see the shuttle wings, the cockpit on top. It definitely is this is the weakest of the modes. If anything, I wouldn't even want to call it a triple changer. I would just call it Sentinel Prime Robot Mode, Shuttle Mode. because this is disappointing. And then, of course, in this mode, you can open up the cockpit. You put the headmaster there. You can also plug the weapons into the various ports. So my overall thoughts, I do like the look of the robot. I mean, he looks nice. A lot of detail work went into the actual design, a lot of like panel lines and what have you. The quality, though, I mean, this kills me. I mean, if you don't position him just right, he is going to fall. So that's disappointing for a figure brand new right out of the box to have such loose joints. And like I said, it seems to be like a common trend with Hasbro these days. I've gotten so many Transformers recently that just seem to be really loose. I don't know if there's anything I can do to tighten that up. I don't know if I can. I mean, they're pins, so I don't know if I can somehow get in there with like floor wax to tighten up the joints or not. But anyway, there you have it. Sentinel Prime. Yeah, I don't necessarily know if I can recommend this figure, unless you like to have a complete collection. Otherwise, I'd probably take a pass on it. So please remember to comment below, like and subscribe, and until next time, we'll talk to you later.